22.2, lots of burpees, lots of deadlifts. Hope you're as pumped up for this one as I am. This looks like an awesome workout. It's, the weight isn't all that heavy. It might be heavy for some of you guys or ladies, but what we know is at the top end of, the above average CrossFitter, they're going to fly through that 225 deadlift, right? So now, when we think about how we need to focus our mind and how we need to prep our bodies, not only before the workout, but also make sure that we cool it down with a way to which we can then redo this workout if we really need to. Now, I want to put this out there to everyone watching. If you think your first score is within the top 10%, move on, right? Don't do this workout again for a few seconds off your time. Hit it hard, send it on that first time, okay? And give it your best effort. If you think you want to play around with it and then hit it later in the weekend, play around with it tomorrow or Friday, rest through the weekend, and then hit it hard on Sunday or Monday. This is going to let you kind of feel the workout a little bit without taxing yourself with 100 deadlifts and 100 burpees, because you will blow your back up and you will blow those hammies up. It is not going to be one you're going to want to redo 2 to 3 days later. So now going into that, we have 1 point of performance and one mobility tool you can use to not only prep for this workout to get that overall system opened up, but also so that you can recover in case you do want to do it again. Okay, so now, the first thing obviously is with that deadlift, right? So one, do not spend more time holding on to the barbell than you actually have to, okay? So as you move through, okay, if you spend a lot of time under tension, just holding onto that barbell and grinding out slow reps, you will be crushing yourself, right? If you find yourself grinding away, drop the bar, reset, stand up, and go to quick singles if you have to, okay? Because 100 reps is going to be a lot of time under tension, and you do not want to spend a lot of time just holding the barbell or controlling yourself down through that movement, okay? So that's number one. Number two is one of the biggest mistakes that I tend to see with athletes with the deadlift is they get super flared, super arched through the back, and they just kind of hinge here, right? We've all seen it. You kind of pull it up those thighs, you get to the top, super arched through that back, and the knees still haven't locked out yet, right? Guys, this is going to put a ton of pressure on that low back. Your back is going to blow up way more than it would anyways, right? And you're going to walk away from this workout feeling pretty crippled. So now, on top of that, a lot of athletes get to the top of the deadlift and they stand up and they go, right, and they set themselves back even more to really emphasize pulling the shoulders back and back of the barbell, right? But what we see there is all you're doing is extending through the back, getting super arched through that back, and putting a lot more shear force and a lot more pressure on that back than you really have to, which is then going to impact recovery, right? But it's going to impact how well you're able to move through that workout and be strong in it, okay? So now, when we go to the deadlift, ribs down. We want to think hollow position of that spine, right? Keep a little bit more narrow grip than you might normally do, right? Stay just outside the knees, but you don't want to increase that range of motion more than you actually have to. So now, as you go through, push away from the ground and just stand tall, okay? So now, stay hollow here, okay? You don't get extra points for extending through the back. Stay hollow, stand up tall. The shoulders, if you can see, are in back of the barbell, right? But I'm still braced here and I'm not overarched through the back. So if you can just hinge at the hip, take it down, stand up tall, right? Boom. Now, I'm braced here. Maybe my upper back is still a little bit rounded. I haven't pulled the shoulders back, right? But look at the standard of movement here. My shoulders are in back of the barbell, which signifies that the rep is complete, okay? Don't spend more time holding onto the barbell and just putting shear forces on the back just because you feel you have to. Stand up tall. The shoulders will be in back of that barbell. Keep the ribs down and let this be more of a hamstring workout than it is a back workout, okay? That's number one. If you're curious about how to set your spine, I've got another video on my YouTube channel talking about that. Number two, okay, is an exercise you can use to then get yourself loosened up, right? Because you're going to have a lot of flexion, extension through that middle line, through that spine. And if you're stiff, you're going to pay for it in this workout. So you're going to put the rig or put the band over top of a pull-up bar. I would go out this door and show you, but we have a super awesome athlete who's out there right now jamming out to some Taylor Swift. So she's in the middle of a workout. I'm not going to bother her. But loop this baby around a pull-up bar, okay? And you're going to go down to a plank, all right? The band is going to be supporting the waist. You're going to keep the knees straight. And you're going to walk the hands back in as far as you can go while maintaining pressure through the ground. Okay, so I don't want you to come up. I want you to actively press down through the hands the whole time. Walk it out to that plank and then walk it back in. Now, what we're going to help this is we're going to help take a lot of that pressure off the back, free up that posterior chain. Okay, make it a lot easier for you to do those deadlifts. Make it a lot easier for you to do all those burpees. Afterwards, you're going to be super locked up again. You're going to have a hard time bending over. Get back in this band. Do it again. Spend about 1 to 2 minutes there moving in and out. Let yourself feel better, okay? Like I said, one and done, guys. Don't do 300 deadlifts this weekend and don't do 300 burpees, right? Put up a score one time, get you inside that top 10%, move on to week 3. Because if you do this multiple times, you might still be feeling this next Thursday when the next workout comes out. So guys, I'm Dr. Tank, Dr. Tank Sydney, here at Ground Overhead